Okay, my name is Muhammad Narendra Hermawan, and today I'm going to explain about the introduction of wireless communication. What is wireless communication? Wireless communication is a system that use radio frequency, infrared, microwave, or other types of electromagnetic or acoustic wave in place of wire, cable, or fiber optic to transmit signals or data. Wireless devices include cell phones, two-way radios, remote garage door openers, television remote control, and GPS receiver. Okay, so why do we use wireless communication? Because it used no wires cable, so freedom from wires, no bunch of wires running from here and there, and it also auto magical. What it means is instant communication without physical connection setup like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or other things. And it also has global coverage, so communication can reach where wiring is impossible or costly. For example, in rural areas, building, battlefield, or even outer space. Thus, we can stay connected to other things. So, wireless communication fundamentals. First is the transmitting and receiving voice and data using electromagnetic wave in open space. The information from sender to receiver is carried over a well-defined channel. Each channel has a fixed frequency, bandwidth, and capacity. And different channels can be used to transmit information in parallel and independently. So this is the typical frequency that we use for the FM radio, 88 megahertz, for TV broadcast, 200 megahertz, GSM phones, 900 megahertz, GPS 1.2 gigahertz, PCS phones 1.8 gigahertz, Bluetooth 2.4 gigahertz, Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz. So how communication takes place? First, the ground station, which is used for transmit the signal, it transmit the signal to the satellite. So this ground station is the transmitting antenna. It has transmitting antenna. Then it sends to the satellite, and then the satellite shoot to the next ground station. So this ground station receives the signal from the satellite. Thus, it called the receiving antenna. Okay, so the types of wireless communication. The first one is radio transmission. So the radio transmission is easily generated and omnidirectional, and it can travel long distances and easily penetrates buildings. But there is a problem because the radio transmission is very frequency dependent and relatively low bandwidth for data communication and tightly licensed by government. The next one is microwave transmission. The microwave transmission is widely used for long distance communication, and it's also inexpensive. But the problem of microwave transmission is it don't pass through buildings, weather and frequency dependent. The next thing is infrared and millimeter wave. Infrared and millimeter wave is widely used for short range communication, and infrared millimeter waves unable to pass through solid objects and used for indoor wireless LAN and not for outdoors because it can't pass through solid object. The next one is light wave transmission. Light wave transmission is unguided optical signals such as laser, and it is unidirectional. And it also easy to install and no license required. But it has a problem, the light wave transmission unable to penetrate rain or take fog, and laser beam can be easily diverted by air. So the next one is the advantage and disadvantage of wireless communication. So the advantages: working professional can work and access internet anywhere because it is wireless, of course, and anytime without carrying cables or wires wherever they want to connect it. This also helps to complete the work from anywhere on time and improve the productivity because we can do it like anywhere. And a wireless communication network is a solution in areas where cables are impossible to install, like dangerous area or long distances area. And wireless network are cheaper to install and maintain because it has no cable, of course. And for the disadvantage, it has security vulnerabilities and high cost for setting the infrastructure. And unlike wired communication, wireless communication is influenced by physical obstruction, like the signal cannot pass through a solid object or rain or fog or any other obstructions. And maybe the signal can also blocked by climate condition, like for example if there is a storm or a strong wind or a fog, like I mentioned earlier. And it can also in interference from other wireless devices, so the other device can influence the device that you are using, and it can create an interference. Okay, so that is all for my presentation, so thank you.